I've always loved diners. Given a choice of where to eat, I'll pretty much always default to a diner. Or pizza, but that's really just a given in New York. Bonus points if it's decorated for some retro 50s vibes. I don't know entirely what it is about them. Certainly for some, it's got to do with ties to memories. In general, though, I think a lot of it is just the comforting simplicity of them. Walk into any diner in the country, and you can be sure to find a lot of constants. Burgers, fries, grilled cheese, and soups all come to mind immediately. You can usually count on seeing BLTs and turkey clubs, as well as a breakfast menu with eggs and waffles. We live in a time and a place where there are thousands of options for food from across all different cultures, and it's nice to know that when all of that gets too overwhelming, there are always diners to fall back on. New York's Skylight Diner has long been a particular favorite of mine. My father and I found it the first time I went to the New York Anime Festival in 2008, a few years before New York Comic Con absorbed it. It's not a surprise that we ended up there. The Skylight is on a well-trafficked intersection close to the Javits Center and is a popular destination for convention goers, especially with how expensive con food can get. Couple that with the fact that we're both diner people, and you can see how us eating there was basically inevitable. And no matter who I'm with, I've eaten there at every convention since. The Skylight is definitely one of those diners that holds a lot of memories for me. I remember the first time I was there, after that first convention, we were sitting at the window. I had just gotten autographs from some of the original English dub Pokemon voice actors, and one of them, Rachel Lillis, if I remember correctly, the voice of Misty, walked past and waved at us. Looking back as an adult, I feel like it was probably a natural reaction to seeing a maybe vaguely familiar kid who probably came from the convention a few blocks away staring at you. But man, as a 15-year-old kid still riding the high of his first con experience, that was one hell of a cool moment. I can name probably a dozen or so diners I've been to, and have certainly been to more than I can recall. I have a friend upstate, as city dwellers are wont to say, with whom I always go to a diner. I've seen movies recently with my parents and my girlfriend, and have eaten at diners on all 3 occasions. I had a close friend visit me for breakfast in October, who I hadn't seen since before COVID, and we went to, you guessed it, a diner. You've seen me talk a lot on this blog about things that bring people together, so I'll spare you the usual sentimentality about unity and connectedness. But honestly, that's not even really a huge factor in my affinity for diners. Like Marge Simpson with her potatoes, I just think they're neat. They're so diverse in theme and decor, but you can always be sure to find a meal you'll enjoy, even if it's the same meal at each one. I think between the atmosphere and culinary differences, go to any 2 diners and tell me the fries are the same. I dare you. There's enough variation that each one is a unique experience. And in a world where chain restaurants and fast food behemoths tend to reign supreme, I think that's something rare and beautiful. So next time you're at a diner, take a second to savor it and really enjoy your time there. And remember, folks, be polite and tip your waitstaff. And for God's sake, don't be creepy to the waitresses.